built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we gotta tell.
This man doing this.
I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is First Place in the NFC East, Joe Jordan. You see, I talking about your boy, he remembered this week. My name is Joe Jordan. We got a great show for y'all today, man. We're going to do something a little different today, but add a little flavor to the segments today. But I'm excited about today's show. And I got my brother with me. But before I introduce him to y'all know I have to let y'all know what we're going to talk about. First, we have something called Who's Going to Have a Better Game? 3 different games we're going to talk about. 3 different couples of quarterbacks. First couple of quarterbacks, we have CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love. Who will have a better game? 2 other young stars, up-and-coming MVPs, we could say, right? Probably get MVPs in sometime in their career. Who's going to have a better game this weekend? Then we got to talk about 2 at the top of the NFC. Jared Goff versus Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. Yes, I said it. 5-0, fresh off a bye week. Who will have a better game? Super Bowl rematch. Shout out to my boy Dave. We got Patrick Mahomes versus Brock Purdy. Who will have a better game? And last but not least, we're going to end the show with upset alert. Me and Tom will have to pick a team who we feel as though is going to be an upset this week and why. But, like I said, I got my bro Tomo here. Mr. Get Done Son himself, host, one of the hosts of In the Red Corner, representing his Dallas Cowboys, his Washington Wizards. How you doing, man?
I think I thought of a name, Joe, but
I
think I thought of a name for it. And it's a segment that you told me about a long time ago. But I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk about these couple of quarterbacks to see really who going to outdo who. Because it's going to be very, very interesting. And more so for that new segment that we got going with that upset alert. I really want to see who you're going to pick on that one. But outside of that, I'm doing good. It's a bye week, so I don't got to worry about watching the Cowboys get blown out again. So I'm good there. And, you know, I'm just preparing for this Wizards season. You know, I'm ready for my debut on RBO. That's all.
Hey, Tomo, for those who don't, I got the wrong background. For those who haven't, I'm actually on Instagram. You can follow me at Joe Never Lose. All right, here we go. So y'all can see it at Joe Never Lose on X also. Tom, I'm not sure you saw it. I put a question out there and I said, hey, Cowboy fans, be honest with me. How you feel about Dallas? And a few people actually responded, and the answers to me were hilarious. I was sitting there laughing at the answers.
I just watched those. Now, some people was like, once Jerry stepped down, the other person wanted to go be a Steelers fan. I was like, man.
By the way, about 3 of those people were females. 3 of them were females, by the way. Yeah, 3 of them were females. So
you got to talk them off the ledge, man.
Yeah.
One of them went in the chat, are they?
Nah.
I was about to say, we have a group meeting. Don't worry about it. You can tell me offline.
But as y'all know, our boy Dave not here, but we're going to talk about the 49ers. So I know he's going to tune in at some point and be excited about that and see what we got to say. But it's Thursday. It's, Friday Eve. That's what they call it. So, Tomo, you know what we got to do for my man Dave. Let's turn up.
Turn me up.
All right, so look, we are streaming this on 2 platforms. We are streaming this on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure y'all like the video on both other platforms. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Refuse to Lose Sports, except for X. You can find us at R2L Sports. So make sure you follow and subscribe on all of the platforms and share this video with the sports fans so they can come on live with you and watch the show. And you can be a part of the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to my boy Cardo, Big O. We here. Yes, you are, right? Yes, you are. And then also shout out to my man Ricky. Okay, Ricky Johnson. That's like somebody famous, right? Ricky Johnson. All right. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. And go Washington. Yes, sir. That's why I got these shades on. Washington, #1 in NFC East. And look, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
Hold on now, Chiefs again. Juju hurt. What happened to Juju now? Hold on, we just started the show. You got some breaking news.
Juju hurt. Hey, we got to talk about Mahomes and Purdy, so that's a little interesting.
I mean, we're going to get right into it, though, because one of these guys just got paid, and one of these guys is, well, I would say both of them coming off of shocking playoff wins, because some of them didn't expect both these teams to win those games, and then they both advanced to the next round and kind of got a eye opener, but the future is bright for both of these teams. And then they roll over, and they're like, hey, we're going to get you one more weapon. So we're going to get you one more weapon because we digging the type of season that you had, and then we're going to show you some love and give you one of the largest contracts. So we got the Texans versus the Packers with CJ Stroud or Jordan Love. And if you just now tuning in, make sure you hit that like button. But also we're talking about who will have the better game. So we just want to keep y'all in tune to what's going on. And Joe, I know one of these quarterbacks, you seen the vision for before any of us. You stuck with him when he was having a rough season, and then you even laughed at me when he had one of his best games of his career. So who you think will have a better game, CJ or Love?
Come on, huh? My guy. You know who my guy is, Tomo. You just said it. I'm going with Jordan Love.
Wow.
Going with Jordan Love for multiple reasons. Number one, the Packers secondary. Packers probably have the best secondary in the league right now. That Xavier McKinney, shout out to Carl. He mentioned this all season. That Xavier McKinney move was an underrated move. Right now, the Packers secondary has allowed 10 passing touchdowns, but they also picked the ball off 9 times. They lead the league in takeaways right now. So they are a stingy defense. You know my man, you know who my guy is on the you know CB1. You know who my guy is. You know that's my guy. Jair Alexander. That's my guy. And you know your boy Diggs getting followed. I mean, we gonna listen. I'm gonna attach my hip to you, Diggs. You ain't going nowhere. You might get a cash here or two, but I'm gonna be on you like what I'm right. All right. So we got that right there. They are missing Nico Collins still. Nico Collins was their #1 receiver, and you know things aren't the same without him. Although they had a really good game. Stephon Diggs had a good game against the Patriots, and he hit Christian Gonzalez with a move for a TD too. Shout out to him. But you got that going on, and then the Packers secondary, Jimmy Ward, the safety, he's out. I mean, I don't know if he's out, but he's playing. He's hurt right now.
He's questionable right now.
You said what?
You say questionable on an injury.
Questionable. Kamari's also hurt. Cornerback, New York, CB2, also hurt. So Joe Mixon is making his return also. So I feel like they're gonna lean heavy on the running attack like they did game 1 when Joe Mixon was there for the full game. So I feel like Jordan, like they will lean more, even though they got Josh Jacobs, but they are a pass happy team, the Packers. So I feel like the Packers will win this game. They're picking to win this game, and I feel like Jordan Love will outplay CJ Stroud.
Now, everything you said about the Packers is kind of a good reason to why. And I just want to say one thing, Kev. I don't know what part of that you heard. He said underrated move when the Packers signed him. He wasn't calling him an underrated safety.
Get a move.
Yeah, move, not him. Trust me. I was so happy when he left the Giants because they just be bringing people down.
Matter of fact, Carl said he was the best safety in our division when Kev was agreeing with me that Carl was.
Oh, you talking about the same division that had one of the best secondaries?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
It's the second thing I'm showing the road. I brought that up.
Oh, no. I gotta get my digs back. And I ain't talking Trayvon. And we already know who gonna get their digs back too. It's gonna be Jair Alexander. Because what you said, Joe, is it's not the fact that Jair can cover someone the way that he can. It's the way he gets in these players' heads. Like he talks you out of your game. And Diggs is one of those players that I can see it. He gonna do it. He gonna talk him out of his game. He gonna get like 2 or 3. You know, you're gonna see the seatbelt a few times, and then Diggs gonna be like, throw me the ball, throw me the ball. Now I'm looking at the injury report. I don't see Nico Collins on there.
I think he's out for like at least.
No, but what I'm saying is because he's not playing, this is why I know he's gonna follow Diggs. Because if Nico was there, he got to make a choice. Because what it's looking like is that Nico is the better. I mean, well, of course, the chemistry is there. I ain't gonna say he's the better of the 2 receivers, but the chemistry is there with him and CJ. And that's why I would have picked CJ that had the better day. But I've been watching Jordan Love play some of these games, Joe, and it's just been like, oh, you just out here doing your thing. Like you earned your money, huh? So you just like, I'm gonna just throw it up. I don't care who down there. I feel like I'm Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna just throw it up. Is it Jordan Love or is it Matt LaFleur? Like we don't know. The play caller is just so it's in unison with these two teams. But I'm gonna go on the limb and I'm gonna say CJ gonna have a better day. All the reasons you named with the Packers secondary, I think CJ gonna have a better day because I think his coach gonna have him mentally prepared because he knows about that secondary. And Joe Mixon is back, so they're gonna run the game. They're gonna run the ball a little bit more, so they're gonna mix and match there. Now I forgot who I actually picked in our season predictions to win this game. I probably picked the Texans because I thought the defense was gonna be a little bit better than how they've been playing. But I'm going with CJ on this one.
The car want to answer, but I think that this gonna be a. So, I think that Tank Dell will get more targets than Stephon, but I think this is going to be a Dalton Schultz game. I think it's going to be a game for him.
Cowboy ties.
Yeah, I think it'll be a game for him. But they will run the ball. They're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball, I feel like, because that secondary, like I said, from the Packers is elite. But I can remember my boy J Love. And then, like you said, J Love, he been throwing the ball at you right, but you got to remember, he was fresh off injury. Saw him last game.
That's what I'm talking about. He was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. But he's the one with the great catch, with the great pass.
Did you see the pass to Reed? Or was that Reed or was that Romeo Dobbs? I think that was Romeo Dobbs.
One of those right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dangerous, but it was.
I'm just saying, man.
Before that, he threw it in the end zone.
That's Joe. I seen all his passes. Ever since he got paid, I'm like, he gotta live up to the money. And actually, it's funny because I think he got paid more than Trevor Lawrence, right? Or he just below Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
I think he just below because Dak reset the market. I think it's Dak, Trevor, then I think it's Love. I would look up the numbers.
Trevor and Joe Burrow tied, I think.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, well, technically, the way he playing, Trevor Lawrence need to pay him because he balling. He is balling. But I'm going with CJ, man. We gonna see.
Yeah, somebody said Jordan Love a lucky Will Levis.
Well, Will Levis need to he need to go to Vegas and put some money on himself. Because
hey, look, ever since he put that Brett Favre jersey on, he has never been looking like Brett Favre.
And then it's funny though, because in that game, I think he had like 56 attempts or something. I was like, this is a Brett Favre moment.
I don't get it, man. Right? You got Josh Jacobs back there. Why are you talking about him?
Because it's Matt LaFleur. These offensive coordinators want to show you they can mix and match with their schemes. All that running the ball stuff, killing more. I mean, Matt LaFleur, I said the wrong name out loud. They just want to show you they can pass the ball, man. What you need a running back for? That's what Dallas said. Dallas said what you need a running back for. And Detroit said, what up, though? Because we're going to give you 2 of those running backs. So we're going to move on to the next teams. Because we got, I don't even want to say their name. I feel like when you ask me about Detroit, I'm about to start acting like Jamar Chase. I don't want to say that name. I'm not saying that name. But the way the Cowboys playing, I might be saying that about all 31 teams in the league at this point, except for the Giants. So I need to say 29. But where we at? Lions versus Vikings, Sam Darnold or Jared Goff. This right here is a shocker because no one expects Sam Darnold to be playing the way that he was playing. Everyone expected the Lions to be playing the way that they are playing, but they also lost their star pass rusher, so they got to bounce back off of that. I think they do. But I think you started off the last one. I'm going to start off this one. Who has the better day? And this guy has been shocking every single team that he's played. Sam Darnold not supposed to be playing as good. He's not supposed to be playing better than Aaron Rodgers. And that's what he did when they was in London. He was playing better than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers got a pick six. He threw a game-sealing interception. So it's just like, is it the Vikings defense is making Sam Darnold look this good, or is just Sam Darnold throwing it up the Jettas looking this good? I don't know, but I'm gonna stick with my best team in the NFC right now until I'm proven otherwise. Because at the rate in which they just ran the ball all over the Cowboys and how they're still finding ways to just win football games, Jared Goff has been on a tear, Joe. The 18 for 18, and then we're not even going to talk about what he did with Dallas because him and Dak almost had similar stats as far as attempts. He had less yards, but he had more touchdowns. I mean, he had more yards and more touchdowns. It's crazy, right? Dak had less yards and the same attempts with the guy that won the game. Jared Goff has been balling. That offense is on the roll. Ben Johnson, I'm glad you did not go to DC, but technically, either way, y'all still made off like bandits. So it was a win-win. I'm going with Jared Goff.
All right, so this one is tricky to me. I'm gonna go with Jared Goff myself. Now, the Vikings defense, I feel like they're opportunistic. You know, they turn the ball over, but so do the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions force turnovers. The Detroit Lions losing Aiden Hutchinson is a big loss. I don't know how the pressure would be on I'm about to say Sam Bradford. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. But I think what Aaron Jones is dealing with an injury right now. And I'm not sure what his status is going to this game. I think he's returning to practice, but he's injury prone. He might be on the snap count. I'm not sure. But without Aaron Jones being fully healthy, and them not having that run game, it's going to be more difficult for Sam Darnold. When I look at the Jets game, when Aaron Jones was in the game, the Vikings had full control of that game. But once Aaron Jones got hurt and came out that game, they look different. That offense looked totally different. And I look at the Vikings defense. Vikings defense are third best in the rushing attack, but they're third worst in the passing attack. So with the Detroit Lions front line, they got a bunch of bullies up there. And they, like you said, they got that duo with the running backs, Jamari Gibbs and Montgomery. So they will have the running game is going to be there for them. Even if they don't have the running game, they're going to run the ball. One thing about Detroit, they know their identity. They're going to run the ball. They're going to make sure they get a lot of attempts up there. But what that's going to do is going to free up the play action, and they got a lot of weapons. Like they got weapons everywhere. T.J. Hawkinson still injured. Jordan Addison. Is he out? I'm not sure his status, right? Not sure his status. But
let's go for injury report. Go ahead.
Okay, but I know Jettis is there, obviously, right? So, but the Vikings should be good because they fresh off a bye. They're more fresh. I mean, the Lions kind of off a bye too, but but technically, you look at that game.
Hey man, I'm with the people in the in your question comments. You know, I mean, go ahead, do what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
You notice I ain't even blink when you said that. I'm like, yep, they sure did.
So I'm gonna go with Jared Goff. I got the Lions winning this game, upsetting the Minnesota Vikings. Not saying Sam Darnold is gonna have a bad game. I just think Jared Goff has been very efficient this year. Ben Johnson has been putting them in great situations, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Jared Goff too.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kev. The Vikings definitely got to lose eventually, but I don't think like this high that Sam Darnold is on is like a perfect blend of what the Vikings have right now. I think they know the quarterback that they have. They put them in. Let's just say it like this: they put them in positions to make the right play. Mm-hmm. And when you got somebody like Jettas out there who's just gonna make your job easier, because I know they probably ask him all the time, like, "So what were you thinking on that throw?" He's like, Jefferson down there somewhere. Either he gonna come up with it or he gonna bat it down. He ain't gonna just let them intercept the ball. So he's in a good situation. The defense is showing out. Mm-hmm. I'm with you on also Aaron Jones. I ain't see anything about Jordan Addison, so he may be back. So
yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
Yep.
But I get sent down some props. He's been really good at the quarterback position, making great decisions. Jared Goff is the one I feel like is being more put in the right position to do things like even against y'all. He missed like 3 throws that were like on them, like 3 timely throws that was right there wide open, was set up perfect, and he just missed it. So Jared Goff hasn't really been asked to do a lot this season yet. He hasn't really been pressured to do much this year. Like even that game against the Seahawks, You know, when he went 18 for 18, you watched that game, like everything was on time. Like it was on script, basically.
That's the difference between a team that's prepared and a team that's in the locker room saying we got to do better in practice. That's all I'm saying.
And this is no diss on Jared Goff. It's just the fact that, I mean, he hasn't had to. He hasn't had to improvise.
That's what you want. Ask Purdy. Purdy, like, that's what you want. I want my job to be easy. If you're an offensive coordinator, if you're a head coach, you want your quarterback job to be easy. You don't want them out there working too hard and thinking too much, because then that's when interceptions happen. Kellen, I mean, the Chiefs.
Chill.
The Chiefs. The Chiefs, man. What's going on with our boy, man? What's up with Mahomes?
I mean, it's on last year?
I mean, yeah, you think he bored? He just bored with the regular season? He just trying things at this point? Like, what's going on? A lot of people, they got questions about the interceptions, Joe. Like, they went out and got you all these weapons. Some of your running backs is coming back. I mean, technically, they asked these same questions when they went into that Super Bowl game, right? Because the 49ers was riding high. They was finding ways to come back and win games. They said, Purdy, we got our man here. We got all of our offensive weapons back. But this is the rematch. You know, nothing says rematch. Like, imagine if someone was on the Eagles, how much. Hey, shout out to Ty, man. How much better that offense will be. Ty will always find a way, right? He will find a way. But the rematch is here. Mm-hmm. It's America's game of the week. I can't wait to hear Tom Brady say good things, because Tom Brady better be announcing this game. He done did every Cowboy game. You better be announcing this one. I can't wait to hear what he has to say about Mahomes, and also the praise that he has for his favorite team coming up as a kid, the San Francisco 49ers. But Joe, who has a better day?
You know, it's funny when you look at Mahomes' numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like last week, 331 yards, 0 TDs, 1 interception. Dang, Mahomes, what's going on? He really played a good game. It's just that, like, when they get to the goal line, they just, you know, here you go, hand the ball off, there you go, you got a touchdown. Boy, do your thing. You know what I mean?
Must be nice.
But I do feel like that was one of his best games of the year to me. The New Orleans game. But will he have a better game than Brock Purdy? Nah, I think Brock Purdy will have a better game, but Mahomes don't have to have a better game to win this game. We got to understand what kind of team they are right now. You know, they're more so like, first of all, Mahomes is down weapons. Pacheco is out. Hollywood Brown is out. Rashid Rice is out. So and then we just heard it from the Chiefs fan in the comment section. Juju out. But we gotta confirm that though. But that'll be tough. Because Juju had a big game the last game he played.
Juju showing up on the injury report is questionable. I don't know if he out, but he questionable.
You know what I mean? So that's a lot of weapons out. So they're gonna lean on the defense. You know. So but when you look at the 49ers, they got healthy. Debo is back. Kittle is back. Ayuk is playing better. You know, he had his best game last game, you know? So now obviously C-Mac is not there. And Brock Purdy, he had probably his best game of the year against Seahawks last week.
He definitely did. He balled out.
You know, and a lot of people say, oh, but the Chiefs are on the bye. You know, they are great off the bye. Yeah, they win games off the bye. But don't forget, the 49ers are counting on the bye too. They play on Thursday night. So they had extra rest themselves. So and who's home? The Chiefs home, right? Because they won the Super Bowl.
Yep.
The Chiefs are home. So, but I'm going to say Brock Purdy's going to have a better game.
No. The 49ers at home. Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
How? And the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Because they won it on Fox. I don't know how the schedule makers probably wanted it on Fox. They said y'all got the Super Bowl. Was the Super Bowl on Fox? I think the Super Bowl was on Fox.
Super Bowl is on CBS. No, CBS is
That's AFC, but sometimes they do get the Super Bowl. I know one of these years Fox started getting it. I'm going to look it up, Joe. Go ahead. But the 49ers are at home.
No, Fox was 2 years ago, I think. When Michael Irvin got fired.
You right. Because what's the name? Undisputed was still on TV.
Right. And they try to get Tom Brady because he has just signed his contract. They try to get him to shoot up and do this. Yep. But yeah, so I'm going to go with Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy have a better game.
I agree.
Sorry, go ahead.
I agree. Brock Purdy probably has the better game. No, I agree with you that. Hold on, I don't look, man. That's not playing with him. I agree with you about the Patrick Mahomes statement. He doesn't have to have the better game in order to win because Mahomes showed you, even in the Super Bowl, like I could have an okay day and still win the game. I just got to make the right play at the right time because that Chiefs defense, man, that defense. When I tell you this team reminds me so much, and Carl, I know you're going to get upset, but Teddy's going to love it. Them Patriots, where it was a lot where they could rely on the defense to be like, look, we just need to stop, and I promise you I'll get us a touchdown or a field goal. That's just what this team is built off of. Because it's like, long as we got Mahomes back there, we have a shot to get something in the red zone, or at least just get to the red zone. Think about the last play in the Super Bowl. I mean, going back to that was the overtime to win it. Look how he drove down the field. What was they saying on the sideline? Remember what the 49ers were saying earlier when they was winning? They was like, oh, man, we about to do this. And then they looked up and was like, man, that's Mahomes, man. Like, I don't know. And he get down in the red zone. He called one play, ball game. So it's just something about this kid who's just like, man, I know when it's time to lock in. So I do agree that Purdy probably will have the better day statistically. But watching the game, I think Mahomes is going to look better because of the plays that he's going to make at the right time. 49ers have a better team. Everybody that seems to be playing the Chiefs always has the better team where they just show up at the right moment. Go back to that Thursday night when they playing the Ravens. If it wasn't for the toe tap, it's just certain things that just go the Chiefs' way. Somebody might say the refs, but hey. But yeah, it's just something about this team, man.
Yeah, and I do think with the lack of weapon. Now Kelsey have been getting turned up too. Kelsey have been playing better these last couple of games, but also I think with the lack of weapons the Chiefs has, it's having Mahomes like be more riskier is what I'm looking for, or be more reckless, I would say, with the ball. So they like because he turned the ball over at a high rate. I mean, we talking about Jalen Hurts and his turnover streak. I mean, I gotta look at Mahomes stats because he probably got a streak going on himself. I feel like every game he throw an interception.
Yeah, he's been doing something we ain't seen so far. Look, every game this season he's thrown one interception. Yep, I got it up right here. He threw one in the Ravens game. Hold on, I got to zone back out. He threw two in the Bengals game. He threw one in the Falcons, one against the Chargers, and one against the Saints. So yeah, every week he's been turning that ball over at a rapid rate, Joe.
He is, but the defense doing a good job of keeping them out of the end zone. So I mean, that's all you can ask for. And then they make plays at the right time. Like and then the Chiefs, what they do, they get like at least one explosive play. Not for a touchdown, but I don't know, they get this like every
game. That momentum
like,
shifter.
Yeah. They get that explosive play. So like Juju had it last week. He had I think he had his longest reception since being a Steeler or for his career. Something like that.
That's why he probably out with the hamstring. He's like, man, I ain't had to run since last time when they was in Super Bowl, he got held on the route, so he ain't really had to run too hard. I'm just saying. Now he just like, now I gotta work. But to go back to what we were talking about earlier, the Super Bowl last year was on CBS.
CBS?
Yeah. CBS, Paramount Plus, all that.
It's gonna be on R2L one day.
Hey, I can't wait for that one. We might, I mean, the way the world is shifting, things are moving to YouTube. I mean, I'm just saying. I do a homie report from the Super Bowl.
Homie report.
They be up there talking, so he's at the 30. I'm like, look, man, they about to hike the ball. Big play might happen right here, y'all. Check this out, like Snoop do. Now, earlier, Joe, we talked about this upset segment, and you was thinking about a name. As soon as you said, Mr. You're Done, Son. Remember a while ago, you were saying if we could do You're Done, Son, or You're One, Son.
Okay.
Now, how do you feel about that name for these upset pick'ems being You're One, Son?
You're One, Son?
You're one, because we picking underdogs to win. So it's kind of like, all right, You're One, Son. There you go. You didn't think it was gonna happen, but it happened.
I'm with that. Let's get it.
All right, so we're gonna go with that. I'll change the name in just a second because I want to hear what you got to say first. Because backstage you were saying that you picked a team. So we're doing upset picks. We're gonna break it down again. Actually, Joe, you came up with the idea. I'm gonna let you give the full detail of what we're doing here.
Okay, so every Thursday, y'all, in the NFL season, we're gonna pick an upset pick, based on the betting odds, obviously. So, and when you pick your pick, you can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna go with this team." No, you gotta explain, obviously, because we're analysts. You gotta explain why this team is gonna upset that team. So, and that's basically what it is.
All
Year
right.
one, fine. Come first. Yes.
We might come up with a better way to spell it, but I'm just saying right now that's
Like
what
the
we got.
Wu-Tang stuff.
It do though. It do.
All right. So my upset pick of the week, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, it was tough. I was going through the games. I'm like, this is okay. I can go with this game, and nobody won't be mad at me if I pick this game. Carl, chill, bro. The Panthers, come on now. The 8-point underdogs. Daryl Green getting a jersey retire. We just lost to the Ravens. Oh my goodness, we mad. We mad.
I didn't know Daryl Green was getting a jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
He getting his jersey retired.
Interesting.
So you know what's going on. First of all, why it take so long?
Come on, man.
That's what I want to know.
What you say about Jerry? What you say about Jerry? Come on. Look how long it took him to put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. It just happened that way.
Nah, that's crazy.
It happens that way. You need a new owner to bring in new life. Go ahead.
That just confirms what we said about your boy the other day about him winning all the credit. He didn't want to put your man in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, that's why we stole that game from the Lions. We couldn't lose that game on that night.
He said, "Wherever the Eagles play." Like, hey, Ty, you read my mind. I'm just fine. I ain't going there. I was thinking it, but I'm not gonna jump out there. All right, my team is this. I'm picking the Cardinals over the Chargers. All right. I know it's not a lot, but this is why I'm picking them. Number one, I feel like Kyler Murray is gonna have to use his legs. Chargers are a good defense, but he have to use his legs. The Chargers played Bo Nix last week. Bo Nix gave him a hard time on the ground. I think he had 64 rushing yards. Kyler Murray in the 2 wins they had, he had 84 yards and 59 yards. So if he get around that 60-yard range, it's looking good for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Also, he's getting Marvin Harrison Jr. back because he lost him during last game against the Packers. The Cardinals they've been blown out twice this year. They've been blown out by us, obviously, 42-14. And right after, they responded with an upset on the road against the 49ers. They lost last week in a blowout fashion, 34-13 against Green Bay. And I expect them to respond again against the Chargers. And where the Chargers play at? LA.
Mm-hmm.
Last time Kyler Murray played an LA team, he had 158.3 passer rating. The perfect game. Jersey went to the Hall of Fame, went to Canton, Ohio. So I don't have a bunch of reasons, but those are my reasons why I'm picking and the Cardinals are at home. Cardinals are home. Justin Herbert is still banged up. I think John Harbaugh also is going through some illnesses right now. Also, he had something going on last week, so prayers out to him. So I'm picking the Cardinals to upset the Chargers Monday night.
I'm a little mad the comments gave away my answer, Joe.
He said a buy over Dallas.
that was my answer, Joe. I'm mad the comments gave up my answer, Joe. I'm like, man, the Cowboys are gonna get upset by the bye week. But nah, in all rationale, because I just learned that last week, it's really rationale. Black people will change names and everything. I'm going with the Panthers, Joe.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. It's one of those things where you said you added the Daryl Green part. I didn't even have that in my notes. I looked at all the teams and said, well, who has the biggest point spread? It's you all, and then it's the Titans versus, I think, who are the Titans playing again?
The Bills.
The Bills. So it was those two. And I was like, well, I know the Titans not going to win that game because Will Levis the quarterback. Like, it's not happening. And then, you already know what's going to happen with Josh Allen and Amari Cooper. Keon Coleman. It's going to be like 1 or 2 passes to Amari that might not be on point. But after that, they're going to turn up. And then it's going to be over. So we're going to point spread. I'm just saying. Now, the reason why I picked the Panthers to upset you all is because, Washington has won 3 of the past 4 meetings against the Panthers, but the Panthers have won 3 of their past 4 visits to Landover. Different name, so you still might have a chance in the game. But you all lost to the Ravens. That was one of the biggest games of the year. I know your quarterback already said they're not looking at it like it's the biggest game of the year. It is what it is. We're just going to go out there and play football. But you all have to lose a game at some point. The Panthers, I'm looking right here at their schedule. I only picked them to win 2 games. So this might be their second game. I told you I picked them to tie with the Broncos. So they're going to have to do that next week for me.
Well, that's next week.
Yep. So they need to tie. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. We're going to see what happens this Thursday night. Last few games, of course, they lost to the Saints. Like, the Saints beat everybody those first 3 weeks, Cowboys included, and they were smoking people. That was Bryce Young. It seemed like once Andy Dalton had started, they got a steal over the Raiders. Mm-hmm. We all know what the Raiders are defensively. We all know what you all are defensively. But then 34-24 against the Bengals. Andy Dalton had another decent day that day. 36-10 against Chicago. I mean, we talking rookie of the years, right? Mm-hmm. I'm joking. I ain't gonna start it. That's not my fight. Your boy got a clear football field ahead of him. I'm just saying. Then divisional game, 38-20. They looking at it like we're a competitive team at this point. Of course, we want to tank, but we also looking at it like Xavier Leggett is there. Deontay Johnson, we trying to trade him before the trade deadline, so we need to feed him the football. And these guys can't stop the run. So we got to find a way. Well, they can slow it down just a little bit because Derrick Henry a different animal and a different beast. So I'm not mad at y'all for giving up 130-something yards to him because that's Derrick Henry. But then we got Chuba Hubbard. That's what I'm going to say because I don't want to mess up his last name. We also got Miles Sanders. They got so many pieces that they looking to trade. And what better way to get these guys out of here than to shock one of the hottest teams in football? Got y'all losing this one, Joe. It might be close. It might be a field goal. I don't know.
Number one.
I knew you was going to have a response.
Of course. They are the third worst rushing defense in the NFL.
I see that. Brian Johnson is Brian Robinson, man. He aiming to return. I don't know.
No, he'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be back. So it's not serious. He just set out that game because they didn't want to risk to be a long-term injury. He'll be back. So they had the third worst rushing defense in the league. We're going to be able to run the ball now. Number 2, they allow the most points in the NFL. The most. We're going to put up points. Number 3, our trap game 1. I listened to my boy JD5. They said, okay, we got the Panthers. Woo, woo. He said, listen, man, it's the NFL. You could lose to anybody. We treating this like another game. Like we're not looking at them like they're the Panthers. Treating like another game. My boy JD5 focus. We are fresh off of a loss, off of a 4-game win streak. Come on now. Now, y'all said we ain't play nobody. Teams we don't play, they ain't that good. Y'all saw we'll see what we do to them. We put them in their misery. We put them out.
Did the tables just turn? This was me last year. What's going on here, bro? Like, what does life become for me, man, as a Cowboy fan? I can't believe this.
Come on now. And then another thing. JD just saw what Caleb did to this team. You don't think he saw that? You don't think he saw Caleb throw 4 touchdowns? And he was like, you know what? They're gonna be trying to compare our games. I gotta make a statement next week. No, he's about the team. He's about the dub. You know what I mean? He's not gonna go out there and be selfish and try to. As long as we get the dub.
That was a bar. He about the team. He about the dub. You're the big W. But go ahead.
There it is. So like Tom said, ain't no way, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way that we lose to these Panthers. And our defensive coordinator gave Deontay Johnson some credit, and we might be getting him too, by the way. We on the watch for him, Deontay Johnson.
What better way to see him live, close and up personal than cooking St. Juice?
He might be cooking St. Juice, but guess what? They better stop us. They not going to stop us, Tomo. Well, I can't even think of what defense. Oh, yeah, and J.C. Horn on the map, too. He might be getting J.C. Horn, too. I'm dead serious. We look like J.C. Horn. The Deontay Johnson is my fantasy. But
okay, I was like, man, I can't get everybody. You starting to sound you sound like the Cowboys where if it's a bad team, we smoking them. Then you sound like the Eagles where it's like, we might get him too.
We do got ski mask Adam. Just ask Howie. Ask Howie. Ask how Dawson doing.
I knew it.
Ask how John Dawson doing. Come on now. Scheme as Adam. Let's go. So yeah, Tomo. Nah. They not even gonna cover. And then look, by the way, Kevo made
Wait.
hold on. One thing for certain is Joe got to come on here and explain. First of all, Kevo is talking. Every week he got something to say about who we play. Every week. So
y'all shut me up last week. Y'all played a good game last week. So I'm content with saying that y'all are a good football team. I just think this is the game where it's like you coming off the loss, everything, the environment around the city and all that with Darryl Green, it's just gonna be one of those moments where it's gonna be like, bro, the Panthers? That's all. That's my year one, son.
And Chris, you did say you're right. Cav said the shades are being cracked. Cav since week 2, since they lost to the Falcons, have been saying that I'm not be wearing these glasses long. I mean, like 4 weeks went by, a whole month. A lot happens in a month, Tomo. I mean, I grew an inch in my height. You feel me? I mean, like I probably gained like 5 pounds. I mean, I don't know. You know, I played like 4 games in my season. You feel me? I mean, like I might have, if I would have grew my hair, I probably had dreads by now. That's how long I've been wearing these glasses, Cav. You know, I bet you won't put nothing on it. And I'll give you the points. Go ahead. Not you, Tomo. That's my Kevin.
I'm listening. Kev typing as we speak. I know he typing.
Y'all better worry about the Giants. Okay? He always saying you need worry about the Giants because the Giants just might beat y'all. 4 weeks fade quick too. Hey, it's gonna be 5 too. Well, Shay's gonna be on after next week.
I will say this. I wouldn't be mad if both of y'all lost. I wouldn't be mad at all if both of y'all lost. Because one, y'all shouldn't lose to either one of these teams. Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, Ty. Hey, Ty. That's more than a month, bro. It's been 6 weeks since they haven't scored. So they're more than a month.
Hey, a lot's happened. But like I said, both of y'all shouldn't lose to either one of these teams. I more so picked the Panthers because that's a bigger upset than the actual Giants because it's a divisional game. You never know how that game can go. Saquon, first day back. So it's just a lot, man. It's just a lot. So I'm going to laugh either way if both of y'all lose because y'all can't laugh at me. What y'all going to talk about something 2 weeks ago? Cool with me.
We're not losing. And by the way, you brought up the pass. Last time we played on, what happened? Taylor Heineke happened. Taylor Heineke there to them. We got JD5. And they were better then.
Okay. Andy Dalton is still personal with Andy. I hope you know that.
With us?
Yeah, because y'all gave him a concussion when he was playing for the Cowboys, that dirty hit. He remember that?
I mean,
you remember? That's when y'all was that's that 2020 year where y'all was turned up just like this, beating up on everybody, won the division, went to the playoffs, gave Brady a tough time with the Bucks. They won. Everybody turned around and said, hey, the city, we in good hands. Chase done played for 2 teams since then.
Listen, man. We good. Well, I am not worried. Look, Andy Dalton might have a good JD rocking a ski mask like he's a hero. Man, he rocking a ski mask because he was in Arizona State and LSU. That man cold right now. He cold. Like Javon said, his air is cold. For real.
Man.
But I ain't worrying about, look, Andy Dalton just might have a good game. I got on one of my fantasy leagues, I started Deontay Johnson because our secondary garbage. But Tomo, Darryl Green is retiring. The crowd is going to be rocking.
He been retired, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Retiring his jersey.
Yeah, I was about to say he been retired. Darryl Green just retiring. The NFL need to investigate y'all and the Eagles. But I don't know why Brandon Grant's still playing football. But
he had a big play last week, though, against the Browns. He probably had the biggest play on defense last week.
He pumped the whole Brown. First of all, let's take about 5 minutes because we got the show here.
Hold on. Before you go to the Eagles, did you know that Darryl Green?
I'm going to talk about the Browns.
I know. Did you know that Darryl Green went 19 seasons in a row with an interception?
Oh, Darryl Green, a dog.
That's tight.
I'm not going to disrespect him. He's a legend. He just played for the wrong team. You know,
and you think we're going to let the Panthers roll up and ruin that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
LeBron dropped 40,000 career points and lost to the Nuggets. It just happened. Things happen like that.
OKC. The Nuggets. He lost to OKC when he broke the record.
I
But
thought it was the
LeBron
Nuggets.
loses every time LeBron
No,
breaks
that was
something.
the
He
Nuggets,
lose.
Joe. That was the Nuggets.
No, that's OKC.
You sure?
Positive. He had a fadeaway on the backup.
I was just watching starting five. I thought it was the Nuggets.
Nah, he had a fadeaway on the backup. He probably, I guess the Nuggets, it was the total, like, playoffs and season.
All right,
But he broke career record against OKC and they lost. Every LeBron James career milestone, he lost that game in his career.
No, that was the Nuggets, Joe. I might be wrong though.
The Nuggets was in the early. It was early in the year, and he broke the record for playoff and season points, like combined, like all time.
40K.
Like, huh? No,
The all-time 40K. The 40K was against the Nuggets.
40K. Okay, see, trust me. He had a fadeaway on a young dude on like a backup, and they lost.
You're right, because he said I'm gonna be a part of history. I remember that. You're right. You're right. I just remember him going on Twitter. I remember him saying that he's like, every time my kids see the 40,000 point, he's gonna think about that play. All right, but let me say this: talking about Brandon Graham, the reason why he had a good day, I don't know if you get the alerts, so you seen the clip. I don't know if it was on Inside the NFL, bro. He punked their whole offensive line, just talking trash to him. He said 66, man. Every time I jump, you start shaking.
That's what he do.
So, but still, he talked trash to certain people, and then they get upset. The kid was actually visibly shaking when he was just like acting like he was about to jump across the line. I don't understand how you let a 55-year-old play. I mean, he weighed number 55. The Browns is just, I don't know what's going on with the Browns. That's insane.
Yeah, not that wide receiver sweep. He broke that up.
I mean, he done seen like 6,000.
Third down. I think that was on third down. That was a big play. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably the biggest play of the game. As far as defense,
he been their best thing on defense. I mean,
I give him props for that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but it's more so about the Browns than him. Like, I can't believe that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Cowboy, y'all don't upset it. Y'all don't upset watch. Like, for real. Like, we talking about Darryl Green. This is Saquon's homecoming. If y'all lose this game,
I don't think they're losing that game, bro.
I'm picking them too. But would I be surprised if the Giants beat them? No. If you ask me, Joe, which one going to happen? The Giants beating the Eagles, or one of these are going to happen? Giants going to beat the Eagles, or Panthers beat the Commanders? Oh, the top of my what? Giants beating the Eagles, easy. Come on now. Panthers beating the Commanders? Oh, and Darryl Green's. My boy ain't letting that happen.
Hey, look, I'm picking Giants money line. Hey, I mean, the way the league going at this point, I said, did I pick the Panthers to win 3? Yeah, I picked 3 games. So again, I think I got y'all winning on paper, but for my year one son, I got this being an upset. I can see the upset. Now we started this next week. I'm definitely going with the tie for the Panthers and the Broncos. But since we starting this week, I gotta jump a week early. I think this is my upset.
He said Giants definitely scoring in the first quarter.
See, nah, I don't think. Which division? The Eagles haven't played a division team yet, have they?
No.
They gonna win this game. Kellen, it's Kellen Moore, bro. They gonna win this game.
Jalen Hurts 1-5 in MetLife.
It's Kellen Moore, though, bro. You can't play a divisional foe. What Dan Quinn do when y'all played the Giants, bro? It's just something about when you was with the Cowboys and you know how to beat this team. You're going.
I don't know. The Giants was moving the ball on us. Our offense won that game. We just couldn't score a touchdown, but we were moving the ball. Offense dominated that game.
The magic was there. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know because I don't know, Tomo, because look with them last year. I forgot who they played in that stretch. Remember they lost to y'all? They went through that gauntlet. And then after the gauntlet, they had like an easier schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, oh, all we got to do is win 2 of these games. And
they lost to Seattle.
We win the division. They had to play Seattle, the Cardinals, the Giants. Who else? And it was another team.
Hold on, I'm about to bring it up right now.
It was Seahawks, Cardinals, Giants. And
you said, hold on. So that gauntlet was Kansas City, twice. Buffalo. Yeah, it was Seattle, Giants, Cardinals, Giants.
They won 1 game down the stretch.
They beat New York.
And it's 4 games, but they played them twice. It's 4 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
This wave was 4 games. Cleveland, 5. Cleveland, Giants, Bengals, and Jaguars. My man AJ said we're gonna win all 4 of these games. I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like, you said that last year. Like when y'all went down that stretch and y'all only won one of those games. So that probably can happen again.
Dang, we smoked them. That was a good Cowboys team.
Oh, that's when Stephon Gilmore was punking AJ Brown. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm going back and watch last year's games. I ain't watching this. I'm just going back and not the playoff game.
He called Stephon Gilmore old. I remember that.
Let me not call Brandon Graham old then.
Whoa. We spanked the gauntlet. Tomo, read out the gauntlet for me.
If we talking about Kansas City, Buffalo, and San Francisco, right?
No, and y'all.
Okay, so we started it. Technically, y'all not a gauntlet, not last year.
Us?
So it was us. Yeah, it was us, Kansas City, Buffalo, and San Francisco. They won all those games except for San Francisco.
No, they played Dolphins. They won.
Then y'all. So that's why I didn't say it was a gauntlet.
Okay.
They played y'all.
They played y'all then, right? After that.
Yeah.
So they played y'all, Kansas City, and Buffalo, 3 close games, and then proceeded to get blown out twice. They got blown out by the San Francisco 49ers, and they got blown out by y'all. So y'all didn't spank the gauntlet. Y'all didn't go 3-2. Yeah, but the end of that gauntlet flooded y'all season. Literally, y'all was terrible after that.
Hey, well,
I'm just saying. I mean, if this wasn't a family show, I would replay the voice messages that Chris put about y'all last week. About y'all always gotta be in the conversation. Hey, I got that saved for next time. Whenever Kevin put himself in there. I know you didn't put yourself in there. We kind of put y'all in there. Speaking of Chris, let's get it.
Well, we got to skip this one right to the front. Skip this one right to the front. Shout out to my man Raven Made 96, aka Chris, aka the leader of the Flock Nation, or as he would say, the Bodie. $10 super chat. He said, still spending money from this contract. In the GOAT we trust. Hashtag that is. R2L the best show on the net. Hashtag Jaden is better than Rex. And if you don't know what he mean by that, he calls Joe Burrow Rex Grossman.
Yo, it's funny because he keep being proved right.
Every week.
When the Ravens played on, they beat him every time, bro. Like they own Joe Burrow. But shout out to Chris, man. Appreciate you for that. That man sounds still spinning bill this contract. Hey, Dave, I ain't remember. I ain't forget. I thought it was you our first time, though. It was Dave.
I might have contributed to it.
Oh, okay.
You got to humble him a little bit, man. We had to bring y'all back down just a little bit.
Hey, look, you might have struck us down, but the shade never came off. Like,
look. All I'm gonna say is, when the contract went out, I had 2 people in mind. I ain't heard from one of them people since. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So my man did his job. He's still on Facebook right now. He probably watching us on Facebook as we speak. Dang. That's all I'm saying. You on Facebook watching?
Hold on. Was that on the contract?
Not on my half.
Okay.
He know who I'm talking about, though.
Hey, what you know about the Lions?
What? Why
they quarterback named Jared Goff.
I know they in Detroit.
Their offensive coordinator is Ben Johnson.
I can see that too, though.
Oh, I was on the contract. That's why I'm still alive. Okay.
See?
That's why I'm still alive. Okay.
We ain't the dummy bros for no reason. Like,
Max Crosby. Look, let me read this just real quick. Max Crosby, right? Adam Schefter said this. He doesn't see a team. And one thing about the NFL, they do not trade their core piece. They don't do that. He mentioned that. So the Raiders are not going to trade. He said he don't see them trading Max Crosby this year.
The commissioner of the league said this?
Adam Schefter.
Oh, Adam Silver. I'm thinking the NBA. I was about to say the commissioner jumping in saying they can't trade people. What's going on here? Now, it sounds like you're a Lions fan. So Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Hassan Reddick. These are a few names that are out there. I see Hassan Reddick before those other 2, but I definitely see y'all trading for a pass rusher.
Who else, right?
No, I'm talking about the Lions. I said I think my man is a Lions fan, and I named those people.
We can use him. We ain't got no edges for real.
What's bruh that put his hand in the dirt? Who is that?
He don't even play. He don't play. He can't even make the field. Woo. Yeah, you don't get suited up no more. Damon Davis? Yeah, he's not gonna be with us next year. All around Rivera guys again getting put out. All around Rivera guys.
And what's the name just got cut too? Jamal Adams. So that's another defensive piece that's out there.
No, we don't want Jamal Adams.
Why not? He can play linebacker. You got Frank and Adams.
No,
Frank Adams.
Nah, bro.
They're the same guy.
He said Frank. No, he not. Jamal Adams is safety.
Frank Louvu? No, but he'll play. You know how Dan Quinn uses safeties, man.
But we got Chen. We got Jeremy Chen.
And then you got Jamal for the plays that he can.
Bro. We're gonna need that.
Just think of the vision. So look, Jeremy Chen could be like y'all Dono Wilson, and then Jamal could be like y'all Marquise Bell. There you go. You got two linebacker safeties.
Nah, bro. Yeah. And another thing about Max Crosby. Max Crosby vouched for Antonio Pierce to be there. And you think they're gonna trade him? Like Medway?
So did the other guy. So did what's his name? So did Adams, and he was doing live.
Nah. We knew he wasn't happy, so his boy was gone.
But he was okay when Pierce was the coach.
Because they couldn't stand Josh McDaniels. But I'm talking about this offseason. Max Crosby was like, trade me. He said, trade me if Antonio Pierce ain't here, trade me. Because he was trying to smoke them cigars after the Dubs.
He said, y'all got doing so much.
Hey, Worm. Dorrance Armstrong been balling, though. He's been balling with us. We need another guy, though. He's been balling. He got hurt against the Ravens. And that hurt us a lot. So I like Dorrance Armstrong. I really do. I really like him.
Hey, Trev, make sure you become you hit the notification button, you subscribe, man. I like what you're doing. We got another Lions fan, and make sure you click that link so you can become a member, so we can add you to the chat, so we can have an official Lions fan. Not saying Carl not official, but we can have an official Lions fan here.
Oh yeah, I mean Carl part-time.
Yeah, we need a full-time Lions fan.
Yeah, we part-time. I used to live in Detroit too.
For real?
Yeah, Hamtramck, Coney Island, Belle Isle. Motown Museum, the car shows.
Sound like one of my favorite Tubi movies, man.
I went to Sherrard Elementary, closed down now. Lived on Euclid Street and Marston Street. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Yeah. I used to live in Detroit. Hey, Tom, what they say? It gets cold in the D though. Like, right. We going to school with, huh?
I was about to say, I'm glad you cut me off because I was about to start singing the song. Go ahead.
Okay.
And Meech came home. I don't know if you seen what I said in the chat, man. Hold up. I was just about to say it. Lions beat Dallas so bad they freed Meech, man. And my man had dropped a 1999 sticker.
Dang.
Come on, y'all.
Slow Town Trav. I just rather say Slow Town.
Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Definitely, become a member. Click on the link, become a member. Matter of fact, find us on Instagram or Twitter, X, at Refuse to Lose Sports. You see on the ticker on the bottom. Find us right there. Found us. And send us a DM. And we'll add you to our Refuse to Lose family chat.
There we go.
Yeah. Belle Isle is terrible now. It is? The John Carper slide? That just be fun, Tomo. John Carper slide, bro.
It's better than the one that was in Cleveland that was killing everybody.
Dang, Tomo.
They weren't dying, but you seen the video where everybody was hitting their head. Like, you seen that video.
No, I didn't.
I'm gonna show you, bro. It was one that was going around. It was viral for like 3 weeks, and people was getting messed up on
that. John was wild though. I'm not gonna lie.
The one in Cleveland was giving people concussions. Maybe it's because they was Brown fans, but that was crazy. And if it wasn't in Cleveland, y'all correct me the city, but I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up. All right. Yeah, the John Sliders. Oh, that's what it's called. That's the one in Cleveland, whatever. All right. But he's my Belle Isle, yeah. My last words is shout out to the whole R2L family. Shout out to the R2L network. Make sure y'all subscribe to all the shows. We had a packed day today. We had FFC this morning. Make sure y'all tune into FFC Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. You got us right now. Right after this, you got CTC. Carl's coming on right after this. And then after Carl, you got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn, covering 4 NBA teams. And then right after Vaughn at 11 p.m., you got BWT with Teddy covering the game from today for the Yankees game and the game from yesterday, the Dodgers game. So we got a packed out day today. Shout out to the Commanders. these people picking the Panthers to beat us. What's wrong? These shades not coming off. You think they gonna come off from the Panthers? Come on, man. I will say guaranteed. Time over. You know that happened last time. I guarantee the win. But I'm close to saying it. I'm close to saying it. But yeah, those are my last words for real. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, and before we get out of here, man, I just want to say shout out to all our superstar members too. We've been slagging on that, but I want y'all to say charge it to our mind and not our heart, because we appreciate everybody that's some members in each tier. But special shout out to the superstar members, and shout out to Worm, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Coach, Lamar, Giovanni, Vaughn, and most of you guys have shows on the network, so make sure y'all subscribe to their shows on the network as well. Show them some support so we can keep this thing going, because whatever place you're gonna come when you actually got inner rivals doing the show together. And then we also got the inner rivals in the comments making days like Sundays hell for their others, their oppositions. Because if y'all lose to the Panthers, y'all, I promise you, it's gonna be Kev gonna have the biggest day ever.
Mm-hmm.
But if they turn around and lose to the Giants, this is gonna be equal fighting. So either way, it's gonna be entertaining to watch. I don't know. He's saying ain't no way.
Ain't no way. And shout out to the super chats. Shout out to Chris and Slow Town Trav.
Yep.
Shout out to Lambo Anlo in the intro. Shout out to my boy Erhan with the logo.
And just like that, we be back tomorrow. Are we doing the members only, or we regular show on it?
Yeah, well, I don't think I need matches. Giants and the Eagles, but come on, anybody gonna show up?
Nope. Oh. As long as y'all show up on Sunday, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, so that's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, next episode.
And we out.